Hello and welcome back to Morgan's lazy Sunday afternoon live stream. Except we're in the middle of Camp Nano and I'm 3/4 through a beta read, probably more. I'm on like page 200-ish out of 250, so making great progress. And that's my plan today after I get out of this board meeting I'm stuck in. Today with me, I have Sako Toomey and Doc Coleman. Let's start with Doc because I think Sako's eating. Go ahead and introduce yourself, Doc.
Hi there, I'm Doc Coleman. I'm a steampunk author. Pretty much says it all right there.
All right. Howdy, neighbors. I'm Sako Toomey, also known as Voit. I write horror, and I'm a witch, and I'm a graphic designer, and sometimes I combine those three things. So if you are looking for videos on marketing for authors, I have a whole playlist of them on my channel. Please drop by sometime. I would love to see you.
Awesome. So I see we have Andy waving hello from the audience. Hello, Andy. Anybody else who is here is just lurking. So, lurk away. Lurkers are just as welcome.
Lurkers are just as welcome.
They just don't get shout outs because I don't know who they are.
Mm-hmm.
And that's legit. That's legit. You can be as anonymous as you want as long as you're not a jerk. So I think that's my rule. So yeah, what are y'all working on today?
I am working on a logo embellishment.
Oh, fun.
Nice.
And he's paying me a bit of a fee for it, so I better make it good.
Because clearly you just phone in things you don't get paid that well for.
I know, right?
I don't think that's how Sakos work.
No, Sakos don't work that way. However, there is a little bit more pressure to make this look good.
Legit.
Gotta give people the feeling that they're getting what they're paying for, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Doc, what are you working on today?
I've got one final note in Kindred of Kali that I need to clean up. So I'm going to be going through about 4 different chapters, making sure I've got the right references.
Nice.
So
the end is nigh.
Hopefully, I've got to go and start hitting up people to do readings. So
Awesome. And Andy out in the audience has his short story for an upcoming anthology, still digging into it. So good luck with that, and hopefully you can wrap that up and get it submitted before that deadline. I am sadly doing double duty today. I am in a meeting until hopefully they wrap. So I'm going to go ahead and hop straight to that sprint. It's Camp Nano. We want to be productive anyway. So let's see. Step 1, share. Step 2, share screen. Make sure that audio is shared. Select the proper Chrome tab. And whoop. And let's get started in 3, 2, 1. There we go. Bam. And we're back.
Woo.
Yay. Oh, so how was your sprint?
Mine was pretty good in the sense that I contacted my client and I asked him if I could redraw some of the stuff that was already drawn on his logo, because I feel like I could do a lot better.
You're kind of reimagining the whole logo then.
Right?
That sounds like it's in the realm of what he contracted for, right?
Yeah. Cool.
I think I did pretty good. I went back to the beginning of the scene I was working on and figured out where it was that at least I needed to put in some reference. So I got a whopping 26 more words added to my narrative. But it's still a start. I still got like 4 more chapters in this.
You're getting there.
It's inverted. It's one scene, but it covers 4 chapters, and there's one chapter in the middle of it that's part of a different scene.
That happens.
Yeah.
Well, let me pop into the chat real quick. Over on YouTube, Andy says with his anthology that he's working on, he's an invited author. Ooh, fancy. I feel like I'm brushing elbows with the famous. So he's got until the end of the year to get his drafts in, but no sense in waiting. Legit. And over on Twitch, Gauging Gadget Test showed up. Hello and welcome. We're doing writing sprints as Sako popped into the comments to let you know. So hopefully you're having fun. And if not, I know this isn't for everyone. I've been asked, wait, people show up and then sit there and watch you sitting there in silence, staring at your computer. It's not for everyone, but it's sometimes for some of us useful to have someone to hang out with while we're trying to have productivity sprints. So, and over on YouTube, Kelly swung by to say hello. And Andy let us know that he got 472 words in 20 minutes, which is pretty beast, I would say. Hello, we have a kitty joining us.
Yeah, we have a Gilly who's decided her feet are cold, so she needs to sit on my stomach.
Hi, sweetie. Hi.
He's also kind of deaf, so she won't be able
to. So some friends of mine recently got 2 kittens, and one is profoundly deaf, and the other one is a kitten that will attack anything. So tomorrow is kitten day. Tomorrow is catten day. Because it's a 6-month-old. So it's not a cat yet, but it's not really a kitten.
It's a still kitten.
I get Atticus, who is a gray and white tabby. But because he was not fixed, he has to get fixed before the shelter will let me take him home. He was a stray. He got picked up about a month ago. And we pulled him out. He headbutted my hand for pettings and then went to go play with the ribbons. We played with him, and then he played with the one that was hanging on the wall. So I'm sensing a level of independence, not too needy, but still friendly and affectionate, which was just about the right balance. I don't know if you're on my social media, but I shared a picture of a couple of the other local cats, one of whom was blind, but kind of looked like they put googly eyes on him because his eyes were like this at the screen. Yeah. The cat next to him on the picture, Bailey, I did meet, is a 10-year-old who was like rubbing up on the front of the screen, like the plexiglass door. And I opened it and I put in my hand so she could sniff, and she bit the shit out of me.
Okay.
And I'm like, okay, that was false friendliness.
False friendliness.
You know, you're 10 years old. Maybe you thought you had your forever home and you lashed out. Maybe this is why you are here. I don't know. But you need A, somebody who's patient, and B, someone who does not have my allergies, because I broke out in a rash and it was puffy and swollen until I got soap and water on it. And so you need someone without my allergies to deal with you while you're working through this aggression issue. I am not the right person. I'm sure You know, with in the right family, you would do well. I am not that person. So
And someone
yeah.
who likes feline love bites. No.
Like I
Love
don't
bites are
mind
one
them.
thing.
I don't mind them so much,
And
but
it has a loose
it
definition of
itched
love
so bad until I got to soap and water. Like hand sanitizer, you know, made sure it wasn't going to get infected and totally stung, but didn't stop the itch, didn't take away the swelling.
Mhm.
I am moderately allergic to cats, especially saliva. So that Bailey was not my cat.
No.
Atticus, probably also known as Catechus, maybe Catechus Finch, maybe Tequila Mockingbird. I don't know. I'm sure there'll be many variations on this name, but
Catechus.
we'll be coming
That's
home
cool.
and should be joining us next week for the live stream because this is the back of my couch and this is my desk. I can't imagine him not wandering by.
Yeah.
I'm looking at all my surfaces being like, is that cat safe?
Also, does he have the habit of like knocking stuff off of shelves?
As I said, he jumped up to play with the ribbon that was hanging on the wall. So I'm pretty sure my counters are no longer safe, especially the one that like the couch backs up to, the floating island. That's his territory now, I'm sure.
It can be an interesting experience. Like we've never had any problems with cats getting up on our kitchen counters. Although
but they like to sit on the back of sofas, right?
But they will climb up. They will lounge on the back of the sofa.
The back of the sofa is this far away from the island.
Yeah, but
so I imagine the island is his territory, but not in the kitchen counters.
Yeah, it's like cats do have a perching instinct, but that doesn't necessarily mean that they will try to get on your shelves and make room for themselves.
Or not, or
doesn't mean they won't.
Doesn't mean they won't.
In particular.
Depends on the individual cat. It's like we've got a sideboard, and this cat found a way to get up on the sideboard and lay down. And as she goes there and lays down, she starts pushing stuff away and off the edges. Yeah.
I mean, that's what you get for putting stuff in her napping spot.
There are times where if I'm sleeping on the couch and I have a glass of water on this like ottoman thing.
I'm definitely worried about my propensity for open containers for water.
Not all cats do that.
I know. I'm hopeful because I love having 4 of these blue cups in my house. Wherever they are, it's my water cup singular, and I will fill it and drink.
Sure.
So yeah. But yeah, tomorrow is
cross that he isn't a yay Saturday.
Very exciting.
Gotcha day.
Yes.
Yay, gotcha days.
Well, did we want to do another sprint instead of hearing me gush more about the cat you can't see yet?
Yes.
Did you manage to escape from the
No, I have it on closed caption. I'm vaguely glancing at it. I think we're talking about the rates for next year.
Fun.
So anyway, let's go ahead and get started. I'm still finishing this beta today. I might, keep going after the scheduled allotted time finishes to actually get some real work done. But yeah, so are y'all ready to sprint?
Absolutely.
Sure.
Excellent. Let's get started in 3, 2, 1, bam. And we're back. This is me making sure that I'm muted on the meeting and that all the audio is worked out. Because y'all don't want to listen to this meeting. I don't want to listen to this meeting. But, they're like, oh, we nominate Morgan. You have 2 minutes to decide if you want to do social media because we don't have anyone else to do it.
Oh, no.
And all of a sudden I was on the board.
All of a sudden, yeah.
I failed my dodge check. So. How was your sprint? It wasn't listening to the fact that we have a building fund because people want to move the building.
There's a building?
The Baltimore Science Fiction Society actually does own a clubhouse in Baltimore. And it has a 12,000 title library that you can rent things or borrow things out from. They have space for movie nights and they did a film screening with their first live event last night. I have never been there. I only really joined virtually during pandemic because I helped out with the con virtually.
Right.
But one day I will get out there and they do have a library and stuff and they do events and things, but it's in Baltimore and I'm in Manassas.
Yeah.
And that's a 2-hour hike.
They're not next to each other.
Yeah. I made it up.
Stuff in between them that kind of gets in your way when trying to travel.
Yeah, that stupid bridge.
Right.
Bridge,
and getting around all of DC.
Yeah.
So I made it up for their picnic. I think I get bonus points for that. But I haven't seen the building yet, but they do have one. They're one of 2 science fiction societies at a certain level that own a clubhouse or something like that. Only it's not officially a clubhouse because of tax rate. I don't remember.
Okay.
There's things and stuff.
And stuff.
Yeah, as MM Ward on YouTube says, yay for being voluntold. Yeah.
Voluntold. Oh boy.
They flattered me and didn't give me enough time to think it over.
Yeah.
So, how was your sprint without your meeting? My meeting.
I went through a couple of drafts of replacing the women. They're not working out, so I might forego the women entirely. We'll see.
That sounds a little sexist. I might replace the women. They're just not working out for me.
Well, considering what they were put there for.
Yeah, no, I'm mocking you, really.
I'm kind of I'm kind of eager to get rid of them, frankly.
Yeah. I'm just here thinking that no comment I could make could come out to be good. So.
Yeah. It's probably for the best.
I've made my way through another chapter.
Yes. Nice, solid progress there.
Added a grand total of 5 more words. But
5 words total, or you got rid of 20 and added 25?
I have a net gain of 5 words.
Okay.
Net gain.
I have to count which ones, how many I deleted. It's
This is why I do page counts, not word count for editing and revision.
I don't even do pages.
There's no good way to account for editing and revision because you're looking. It's like I have one character who's got a heavy accent, so to a certain extent, I do kind of write her dialogue in brogue. But I've got this part where she's saying, "Let's go do something," and it's like her accent. She kind of swallows the T, so it comes out kind of as let's go do. So I'd originally put that in as LE''S, and I looked at that and it's like somebody's going to think that's a typo. I have to put the damn T in.
Yeah, well,
there's no way it works right. But
yeah. So, I guess we should pop in the chat. I see Lizzie made it, and Jenna writes romances here, and Jean Marcella, And Devin is here. Oh my goodness, you can tell somebody else's stream finally finished.
Yeah.
CB is here. Hello and welcome. Oh my goodness, so many amazing people. I love newcomers too, but I love, people I recognize.
Good old regulars. Yeah.
It means they like me. Not, what is this thing that is happening?
Also, I think HK might be streaming.
Oh, I try not to fight with other people, but I try to be consistent so people can plan around me. So,
I don't know if she does weekends.
Gotcha.
I can't remember.
And then there's all the new people on Twitch, right?
Of course. So, popping back to our cat discussion, Kelly said that they've lit the mean cats in the general population of the shelter. There are no cat fights. They each have their own plexiglass space with like multiple levels and litter box and everything like that. So that was okay. Lizzie says she's currently coming up with titles for her 4-book music and animals romance series. Had the Pen Pal romance one already and just came up with a working title for Secret Ex-Celebrity Romance.
Ex-celebrity.
And it's setting up release months in 2024. Oh my goodness.
I know.
So
that is super exciting. That's when I have all of mine set up for too. And looking at my calendar and what progress I've made so far, I'm not confident.
Did you have any luck with the Apple recovery people?
I haven't. I'm terrified to see how much it would cost.
I know.
Oh, this was the drive failure?
Yeah.
Back up your work. Make sure you have it. The backups are actually working, and that maybe you emailed a copy to another friend of yours so it's on a platform that you're not controlling, just in case you get locked out of your accounts and stuff and things. So, in more exciting news, Lizzie has settled on a title she loves for the 2nd book. She replaced in with out of, and now it works. Yay! So exciting. And Devin is her future first reader. Thank you for, shameless promoting me.
Yeah. Hi, Jeannie. Jeannie?
Yeah, Jeannie, I think. Jenna says that Tessa is home now, so that's good. She messaged earlier and she wasn't sure if Melanie found someone. Not sure.
Lizzie, I believe.
Gotcha. Lizzie is now working on the 3rd title. A little wiggly, but we'll see. And shout out for your hair, Sako. I mean,
why? Thank you.
Melanie did find Lizzie, so all good there.
Okay, good.
And Lizzie successfully got all 4 titles, and they coordinate, which is such a good feeling. After in the last title instead of finally, so it can be before, then, now, and after. Oh my god, that's so cute, especially for a romance. You can go as cute as you want with romance, I think.
Yeah, I think so too.
So, especially if they're not like dirt, gritty, paranormal-y ones. Not that you can't have sweet paranormal romances. Trust me, I've been binging romances all year. I think I'm in that happily ever after, it's going to wrap at the end. I've done some also cat romance mysteries. So my to read pile's been weird. Okay. I see Jacob swung by. Hello, Sarah's nephew. He's excited about Scream coming out. Let's see. Oh, I'm almost done with the YouTube chats. Yes.
I didn't realize they were making a new Scream.
Me neither. So yeah, CB's like, email a copy to another account you have. And Lizzie loves all our hair. Patch yours, Doc. Go like. There we go. Very nice. Did you enjoy your post-pandemic haircut?
Yes, I did. It was so nice to walk outside. It's like there's breeze.
I hear it.
And it's like, instead of taking 10 minutes to brush my hair in the morning, it's just like, whoop, 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 and we're done.
So one of those, I don't know if it was a Facebook ad or something, was telling me about the wet dry brush and how it like doesn't rip your hair out. And I bought one and it kind of works. I have no clue what it is. I think it's just the bristles are so loose in their socket that they kind of wiggle around instead of ripping. I don't know what it is, but I found it at the grocery store. It wasn't that expensive. I picked one up and I can go floop, floop, floop without being like gently floop, 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 floop.
Yeah.
I've honestly, I found a style of brush that I liked years ago.
Okay.
That is metal pins set in a flexible rubber pad.
Right.
And it's like honestly, I found it at the pet store. But they're great because your hair slides across the pins and doesn't really tangle.
Right.
But the only problem with them is that the rubber insert will, as it gets old, it will start popping out and taking the whole thing out with you. But my wife found another brand on Amazon that's actually meant for humans, and it's like almost the same thing.
Almost the same thing. Yeah.
So those have been good enough that we've gotten a couple of those, so that I've got one here. I got one at work in case something happens that my hair gets put to work.
I know plenty of, especially women, but maybe guys also with like the super long hair that end up with the shampoo conditioner for manes.
Mm-hmm.
Usually the
like
first people, but yeah. And they swear by it. I've never had thick enough, long enough hair to bother, but
I use overtone.
Okay, yeah.
So that's how I keep my purple.
Ooh, that makes sense. So let's see. CB is working on a Marvel fanfic called Stark for President. Oh, Lizzie says the romances are all YA. So yes, sweet and cheesy totally works for those. And we all appreciate Doc as a diva. I mean,
thank you.
So Andy's like, yeah, there's a breeze, a humid, nasty breeze. But it's a breeze. We're all in the DC metro area, so we have the humidity and the 90 whatever degrees of disgustingness.
So the shoot that I did this morning,
how'd it go?
It went beautifully. It went wonderfully. I actually got like an extra shoot in with her sister. But anyway, the temperature was like 20 degrees less than it is down here.
Because of all the thunderstorms that came through last night and dropped the temperature.
In Woodbridge, we had rain yesterday too, but did nothing.
Really?
Absolutely nothing.
What time of day was it?
That it rained?
Uh-huh.
Oh, like 5 o'clock.
Yeah. There's a sweet spot where if it's towards the evening, it'll cool us off for the next couple days. But if it's too close to the heat of the day, it hits the pavement, it stops raining, and immediately turns into steam. So we hit about 105, 110% humidity because you are literally walking through steam coming up from the ground.
Well,
And that's when my theory of if you strain the air through your teeth, your mouth and your teeth are less humid and less hot than the air around you, and the water will condense on your teeth. And then you can breathe less damp air.
Okay.
That's when it actually pays off, is when you can see the steam rising off the pavement.
When you kind of inhale through your teeth, and it's like a water pick, right?
Exactly. So Lizzie says now that she finished with titles, she's working on budgets.
Oh, not as fun.
That sounds like day job.
Yeah.
It reeks of day job.
Has anyone else noticed that like none of the GIFs, emojis have sad trombone emojis?
There isn't anything close.
Yep.
And it's like it wouldn't even be hard. You just have the trombone go boop, 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 and it would just invoke wah, wah, wah.
I should make some for
the Discord.
For the Discord.
Yes.
I have a bit one, which is kind of close, but It's just
or
like a
you know, you just color them for the pitch, you know, with the last one being like blue and maybe like bold lines around it. I don't know.
It's
It shouldn't be
and
that
they're
hard.
designed to be like 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
I should have like bookmarked it. I could have sworn that I saw an article this past week that was about somebody talking about coming out with a line of sound emojis. So you would really have the sad trombone that plays the sad trombone. Doesn't look like the sad trombone.
What would they do for the smallest fiddle? Would they have like a little finger and then like a little fiddle there?
I don't know. I should have bookmarked the article so I could bring it up. But it's like I saw that and I thought of you, Morgan.
Right.
Tiniest violin.
Yeah. Lizzie says her YA characters are emo and dark, and because they follow an emo band. That's awesome. That's super fun.
Circa like 2008.
They're emo and dark on the road, and they need snacks.
I think hers probably aren't based on people from 08. I think Lizzie is not.
Is that a thing that is still done, emo?
Yeah. So, in the shout out to your overtone, MM Ward uses a gloss called Mahogany Violet to give an amber tint with purple tones.
Nice.
So, Alley Cat is like, yes, with the sad trombone emoji. My music side would be so happy. I don't even play trombone, but still. And apparently a flute emoji is needed.
A flute.
Right? Lizzie's doing an emo band in 2021 without the big C in Las Vegas. I have is it called Without the C? I don't get that reference. I'm a little confused. Oh wow, huge band. 7 members, a manager, and a band of 5. Wow, that's huge crew.
Yeah.
That is a huge crew.
Pretty sweet. They got to be making bank.
Or they're going broke.
Spending bank. Maybe some of these members are girlfriend, boyfriends, poly quadrangle.
That
of groupies. So let's see. I skipped a comment. Oh, Andy said that northbound storms never cool Virginia. They hit Maryland when it can do some good. And when they go the other way, we're swamped when Fredericksburg. I don't know.
Well, Fredericksburg gets cool.
Yeah. So, hey, that year following Death Cab for Cutie meant everything to me after I lost my heart. Oh, it's 2 different bands. That makes sense.
2 different bands.
Yeah. It's a hobby band and a band of ex-celebs and a manager who falls for an ex-celeb. Oh my goodness.
Oh, okay.
So cute. Super cute.
I keep finding myself, I'm trying to wrap my brain around the term ex-celeb. It's like, isn't that what they used to call has-beens?
Yeah.
So doesn't sound all that complimentary.
No.
2 couples.
Ex-celeb is a much nicer way of putting it.
Right.
Hey,
celebrity can bounce. All you have to do is get the right show or release the new song and it's back.
Sometimes.
Which is why we can get rid of Kardashians. No.
There's too many of them and they have too much money.
Yeah, that's true.
That's how they stay in the spotlight. So let's see. 1 in 7 band breaks up with another in that band and falls for another ex-celeb. Ex-celebs being someone who quits the career and goes by a different name to make music for fun again. I love that. I love that concept of, it got too much. Bleep this. I'm shaving my head, dyeing it purple, and, going by this name.
Yeah.
So let's see. Kelly finished the 3rd comb through the story that was recently rejected. The publication's feedback bothered me. Perhaps all the warning signs I gave in advance warranted the response. Yeah, those things can be. Oh, MM Ward says, I blame O.J. Simpson for the Kardashians.
Okay.
I don't make the connection at all, but okay.
I'm not sure I want the connection, but I'll just accept that and move on.
Oh, okay. So Kardashian West's father, Robert Kardashian, was Simpson's friend from college and part of his legal defense. And her mom, Kris Jenner, was Nicole's best friend and believed Simpson was guilty. So that there is actually a connection there. That's a really real collection.
In a Kevin Bacon sort of way, yeah.
Not. I mean, this is one step, not two steps, though.
Yeah, that's true.
So,
but it's within 2 steps.
Right, exactly. I know a guy who knows a guy.
Mm-hmm.
My sister's best friend, whatever.
Yeah, sure.
So, their manager doesn't know their secret identities. And their romances. So all the books are dual point of view, and each boy has a secret that he's hiding. Well, let me know when it comes out. Oh my goodness. Wait, 2024. I'll put it on my calendar. So, well, I should probably get back to my meeting because I hate myself and y'all probably want to be productive. So let's go ahead and set up another stream. Step 1, find the tab. Step 2, reset that timer. Step 3, share the timer. And let's go in 3, 2, 1. Bam. And we're back. How was your sprint?
Still going.
Well, I can start another one right now if we want.
Tag off.
I'm like,
Yes. Oh, gorgeous.
Nice.
so I'm making the snakes more snaky and making the M's more spiny, and they wanted it to look somewhat like Hellraiser, like it would fit in a Hellraiser movie.
Okay.
So I'm like, less dust and more like hard edges, sharp things.
I like.
Hopefully he won't be mad that I took the women out.
Wait, didn't he say get rid of the women earlier? No. Oh, well.
He said I could redraw them, and I might still yet. But
I just suddenly got an idea of doing the women as an overlay. It's like I have no idea what the original, but you're saying that just gives the idea of the women as an overlay, both as normal women and as monstrous women. And
monstrous women would be fun.
Yeah.
Like
I don't
know.
I get these ideas. I have to share them sometimes.
Right.
Monstrous women. I've been photographing monstrous women, which has been super fun.
So how was your sprint, Doc?
I got through another chapter, and honestly, I think I pretty much killed off this note. I just got a little bit farther to go through to make sure, but unfortunately, in the process, I added another note. I found a place where I needed a name, so I ended up using the last name of a friend of mine, and I thought, maybe I should change this to a different name before I move this forward.
Yeah, I know those feels.
Yeah.
I've got a couple of like masterpieces that I want drawn, that are graphic novels. And I have like a temporary name put in, named after a friend of mine, and then the friendship kind of fell apart. So I'm like, I don't think I can use your visage in a comic book.
Yeah.
I mean, I do a certain amount of Tuckerization of naming bit characters after people I know, but it's like when this particular character is a guy at a fancy dress ball, and the point they're making about it is that, he's here. Who's that woman with him? She's not his wife. And he's like,
yeah,
you don't want that to come back on your friend, or more accurately, your friend's father. So,
Whoops.
Yeah, I need to change that name.
Just a smidge. So, let's see. Lizzie is still working on her budget. It's not going to be finished today, but she's making a budget of $2,500 per book, and now she's got to split it between covers, edits, and everything else. So that's pretty reasonable. Slim, especially for 4 books, but yeah, no, definitely. Let's see. Alley Cat read 16% of To Sleep in a Sea of Stars, which sounds pretty awesome. Lizzie discussed how many drafts she needs with her partner in crime. She thinks 11, oh my God, will do. That's a lot of drafts.
Okay.
That's a lot of drafts.
I'm impressed if you can get through 11 drafts of the same story without deciding you've gone too far.
I mean,
By the
I
time you get
do-
to draft 11,
Yeah, I do
it's a
do
completely different story.
rounds of edits and then rounds of revisions, and I do like save them as separate drafts, but edits and revisions are two different levels of work.
Yeah.
I just don't want to lose any awesome phrasing I might have had in the previous edit. So that's why I save extra versions. But yeah, so yeah. Hopefully it will come together though. I know you are doing like the 4 books, so pacing that out may be part of the drafting and everything like that.
Yeah.
I'm
Kelly-
guessing you're going to have all your covers done by the same person.
Yes, that would be best. I really hate it when people change cover artists between books in a series.
You're probably also going to have to put out a 1099 miscellaneous because you've paid more than $500 to a person the same year.
So Lindsay says, I have a 9 draft plan because I'm always changing stuff. Legit. And Kelly was like, nice design, Sako, because he does art too. So
Cool.
appreciating. Let's do one more sprint, squeeze it in, and then we'll be at the bottom of the hour.
Sounds good.
Sound good to y'all?
Okay.
Sounds good.
Okay, let's go ahead and
Doc's
get
like,
started.
okay.
What else do I have to do?
3, 2, 1. Let's pretend we know what productivity looks like. Or dinner. You know, I'm kind of hungry. Okay, and it's time for us to go. Sorry, the meeting is in like a tense moment, so I should really get back to it. So let's do our outros pretty quickly, and I'll probably stream again if this meeting ever ends.
Okay, sounds great.
So let's start with Sako.
Hi, I'm Sako Toomey, also known as Cass Voit. I write horror, and I'm a witch, and I'm a graphic designer, and sometimes I combine those three things. So if you're looking to find videos about marketing for authors, I have a whole playlist of them on my channel. Please drop by sometime. I would love to see you.
Okay, and Doc?
And I'm Doc Coleman. I write steampunk comedy adventure. So I'm always striving to create stories that are fun. If you're interested in seeing what steampunk's all about, or just want to know what I'm doing, you can search in your favorite search engine for Doc Coleman Steampunk. That will take you to my Amazon page where you can see my stories. You'll also see my webpage, and from there you can get to Swimming Cat Studios, where I have my blog, and talk about what I'm doing in terms of writing, podcasting, whatever.
And I'm your host, Morgan Hazelwood. I am an actively querying fantasy writer, and I blog, vlog, and podcast, writing tips from the pros and my own writerly musings. This week, I was talking about my road trip with Sako last week at Imaginarium. It rocked. It was awesome. Would road trip with Sako again. And I also had an author spotlight this week, and my podcast season 3 trailer came out. And I think that's about it. It's just a hey, coming soon. It kicks off in August. So thank you all for coming. I'll probably be back streaming when I get out of this meeting someday, maybe today.
Maybe today.
But thank you all for coming, and I'll be back again next week with Kat. Right? And maybe these awesome people. So have a great week, and I will see you then. Bye.